What's up? What's up? You guys get in here. What's up, everybody? Hey, Dimple J. What's up, everybody? Y'all, I'm just getting ready to settle in and enjoy my seafood feast. What's up, Jacqueline Saunders, Vicky Gale Harris, Constant Johnson, Jody Waterton? Nice to see you, Jody. Miss Dimple J, Shanae, Shonda Vision, Miss Takachi Williams. How's everybody doing? Welcome in. Let me go ahead and uh, what is up? What is up? Let me see. No, no, cancel that. So what is up, everybody? Um, what is going on? I see that on this particular live, I don't know. They must have got rid of the goals because I can't set any goals, so I don't know what that means. Oh, there it is. Well, you can start a question and answer, but you can't set goals anymore, at least on my live. But anyway, I'm going to come out. What's up, everybody? So I don't know what happened with the goals. I don't know what happened with any of that stuff, so I can't set them anymore. But anyway, guys, thank you guys for coming in. You got some nerves. What's going on, guys? I'm sitting here. Y'all know I went out and bought my seafood today. Welcome in. Ava Saver, Loving, Lucinda, what's up? Shonda Vision. So you guys come on. Victoria Jones, Jacqueline Sunders. Y'all come on in. Um, and yeah, I'm about to get down on this seafood. Y'all may have seen my post, but here we go. So I'm gonna show y'all what I'm eating today. That is it. And got my little candle, got my little sauce here, got my little crab cracker, got my little shucker, got my little stuff going on here, got my little drink right here. So yeah. So loving since she's driving. So yeah, we're gonna do that today. And what's up, Karen Morton? So yeah, so you guys come on in. I told you I was going to. Let me go ahead and fix that right quick. I'm not sure why am I. There it is. But yeah, I'm back here, guys. Um, so I'm about to shuck some oysters. Here's the cluster I was telling you guys about. Um, so when you get a cluster of oysters, you can see that if you buy one oyster, you get one oyster, right? But if you get a cluster, you got an oyster here, here, all over the place, right? Think about that. So that's what we're doing. So let me show you guys if you haven't. And I don't even probably need the shucker because I steamed them just properly. And I steamed them so good that they didn't even dry out, y'all. Look at that. That's an oyster. That's one that is properly cooked. Because if they're too steamed too long, they dry out and they become smaller than this. So this is an oyster. This is perfectly cooked. It's not dry. Uh, hold up, guys. Hold for a second. Okay, guys, I'm back. So this is an oyster. Really, you really don't know. So I'm going to go ahead and dip that in my little sauce. Okay. My sauce, well, what I made is butter. Y'all, hold for a second. It's my daughter. Hold for a second. So, what do they taste like? So a cluster come with as many how they cluster together. Does I can't even tell you. Look at that. I can't even tell you how you can get 10 in a cluster. You can get 6, maybe 5, 8, 7, 6 in a cluster. Um, did you chew it? Do you normally swallow it whole? I don't care. It's called how it when it hits my mouth. What I feel like doing with it. So I can't tell you how I plan to eat it. I may swallow it whole. Some people swallow it. So let me show you. Here's a nice one right here. I pulled it right off the cluster again. And so I'm going to pull it from here. There it is. I got a plastic bag at my feet. So here it is right here. Let me show you guys. Here it is. And so I chew that one. And yeah. So you can chew all thing. There's a lot of it. There we go. I'm gonna show you a nice one. I'll just pull it off. You can grab your shucker. You can grab your shucker. Oh, I got stuff on my shirt. So here we go. You can take your shucker, clean it up right here. Okay. And, oh, well, that left. And so you can clean it up. Grab another one. And I cooked them so good that they all, so if it didn't open up, you would come from back here. And like I said, I'm not as fast as most people, but you would come from the back, open, and here we go. So, and you take it, pull it off. You can eat it without sauce, hot sauce, or you can, I got a little piece in my teeth. Hold up. I got a little piece of oyster in between my teeth here. Hold it for a second. Give me 1 second. Guys, and I got this little t-shirt on, but yeah. So that's a lot of oysters, and like I said, you save a lot of money. You save a lot of money if you go and buy this way. So a lot of people like to lick. A lot of people don't like clusters, but these got a little briny. They're good. They got, somebody said, how do they taste? Well, they got, it's according to where you are and where you got your oysters from. This one got a little brine to it, a little salty brine. So that means it's coming out of salt water. So it's good. Salty, chewy, slippery. chewy, slippery, salty. Okay? So what are you cooking in? I did mine and just because it has already has a salt content, I just cook it in beer and water. Just beer and water. I cook the oysters in beer and water, and yeah, it already has its salt content to it. Am I still going in and out? I'm not sure what's going on. So, am I still going in and out now? So yeah, and then I got my crabs right here. Got my blue crab. So I'm gonna open that, guys. Now, blue crab, it's according to where you are, right? I saw a guy said, and what they do, I guess in Boston or Maryland, they like to do like this. They like to take the cracker and split them in half. I'm gonna try that. Okay, I'm gonna try that right here. They like to take the cracker. Y'all know I pull the shell off. I'm gonna show you how I do it, but I'm gonna show y'all what they do in Maryland. They like to take it and split it. All right, that's just too much. All right, and then they pop it open. There you go. Look at all that goodness. Okay. Uh, that's the little, we call it the dead man, the lungs. You don't want to eat that. So, um, so they pop theirs in half with the crab cracker or the can whatever you want to call it. And here's the meat. Look at all that luscious meat. Look at all that good meat right there coming out. And I'm gonna dip mine in this sauce right here. Yep. Oh yeah, I did that just right. I have a butter and garlic seasoning. And so when I split it open, make sure I got everything here in this bag. This is what I got right here. Y'all got to excuse my hand because when you eating crabs, you're going to have nasty hands, right? So I don't have time. Trey, that guy said that's the way y'all do it. Peaks 100, so that's the way y'all do it in Maryland. He said that's the way y'all open y'all crabs in Maryland. He did. Peaks 100. He said that's the way we do it in Maryland. Now he could be lying, right? But well, Trey, you live in Maryland, right? So I can't argue with you. I'm gonna just tell you what that man said. Peaks 100. Here you go. Look at that nice, luscious white meat right there. Trey just said, first you seen that too much, then he must, y'all. He got me out here trying to make a fool out of me. Y'all don't do that to no crab. Because I ain't never seen it done. That's what he said y'all do in Maryland. Y'all take the little damn thing and bust it in half. I'm going to show you how I do a crab in just a minute. Okay? Yeah, hold for a minute. Let me grab something. I definitely got to grab something to clean my hand. Give me something. with me in this t-shirt because I'm trying to eat crabs. So y'all kind of deal with me in this little t-shirt here. Yeah. So here it is. See, I like that little orange stuff in there. A lot of people don't like that. I guess they call it the eggs and stuff. I don't mind eating the eggs. So I'm going to try clean this crab up a little bit. So, yeah. Cutting that down the middle makes it harder. Cutting it down the middle makes it a little harder, y'all. Can y'all hear me? That does make it a little harder. I'm going to show y'all what I normally do. Okay? But that's what he said y'all do in the Maryland area. Y'all take it and bust it down the middle with a cracker. Nice meat. These are meaty. They're really meaty. You got ugly hands when you're eating crab, man. There you go. Season well. So, you guys see me, but this is what I do. Let me clean my hands for a minute. Let me clean my hands. This is what I do. Okay, you see every little thing. This is what I've done all my life. This is what I've done all my life. These are females and males. This is what I've done all my life. This is what I've done. That's that, ooh, that's that goodness. That's what I've done most of my life. Yep. I pull the face off. I pull the face off. I pull the lungs away. I clean it up real good. And this is what mine looks like when I'm finished. So that's how I open my crab. Tracy said that's how you do it. That's how you do it. Yeah. And then let me tell you something. You manhandle these crabs. You take it and you split it. Just like that. These are females because it's got eggs in it, I believe. So these are female crabs. Crabs are, when you can get to that white meat. Mother Dora, nice to see you. I'm glad to see you. It's been a minute. So, yeah. So, as y'all can see, I like to, and that's really, really clean right there. That's some good eating right there. Man. So there you go right there. That's nice, that nice meat. Yeah. Maybe a second, let me clean up. Get some of the shell out. What's up, Don't Do Me? So, it's sort of a messy thing to eat. I ain't got no bib. I never had no bib. Unless, you go out to one of them fancy restaurants. One of the things I don't use is gloves and bibs. That's crazy. They ain't had no gloves and bibs in the Nah, I ain't got time to do all that. Don't do me. You say clean them, rinse them, and re-season them? No, man. Not in this lifetime. Not in this lifetime. But I'm going to get back to the oysters, man. So here's the cluster again. And again, easily open because I steamed them just perfectly. And I'm going to get that right there. That is so good. That is so good. And so many different areas that I'm getting the clusters from. Here's a nice bubbly one right there. That right there is so good. I eat the eggs and the blue crabs too, Willetly. And I love oysters. That right there, look at that. Some of you guys go, ooh, ooh, no. Oh my God, the salt just burst in my mouth. The salt just like, that little salt pack, pop. That was so good. That was so good. And see, oh, you steam oysters that then eat? No, I steam my oysters. I've eaten raw oysters, but I steam my oysters. Let me clean my hands off. I steam them. So here again, another cluster. So where are we going to find the oysters at, right? I'm going to show you all the different places. Let me grab the... So here's another one. Another place that I'm going to show you guys. Here we go. That's one right there. And I'm going to grab that out. Right here. This little baby one right here. Another little baby oyster. And so you're going to look around to see if there are any more areas that you didn't get. And then right here, another one. Little baby one. You're going to eat that too. We leave nothing unturned. And there is the whole cluster gone. Right, even right here. Look at that. Look at that little baby oyster. It didn't get a chance. So that's what a cluster looks like. And believe me, I got a half a bushel of these. Look at this. So here's another cluster. That's too small. I'm not eating that. So here we go. There. That's one. Let's see. That right there. Here we go, right here. Look at that. Dip that in some hot sauce. Dip that in some hot sauce like that. Let's see what else we can get off this cluster. All right. That one is gone. So I'm going through the clusters. And here we go. A little one right here. All right. Let's see if that cluster is gone. Nope. So if you had to survive, got me a big old bowl of hot sauce and butter right here. Got me a big old bowl of hot sauce. Let me grab another napkin. So yeah. So y'all turn your nose up at some oysters. Look how much oyster you can get in a cluster. Now when you go to the store and you go buy, and you go in the deli, look at the price of one select oyster. One oyster, select, single select. Right? You're going to pay $1.50, $3 for one oyster. Up to $3 for one oyster. You see that? What? Now, I did that in Chicago. Why? Why did I pay money for select oysters in Chicago? Because they didn't have any clusters in Chicago. They had select. So yeah, I had to pay that $1 to $2 to $3 per oyster. Okay? Hold up, guys. Have some more tissue here. More paper towel. So Willette says, does clam and oyster have the same texture? The reason people being chewing or just swallow them, You know what? For me, clam and the oysters got a different taste. Clam could be a little bit more chewy, not as briny as an oyster. Oysters from here locally, they got a brine to them. You know, you want that saltwater taste to your oysters. That's what I'm used to. When I was in Chicago, we didn't get that saltwater brine taste. We didn't get that. It was fresh. You had to season it. Look at all this nice little meat I'm getting out of my crab, y'all. Look at that. This is what you want right here. Blue crab. You can mess with the legs and everything, but you see that lump meat? That is what is considered the lump meat. That's that price. That's that meat that you pay $30 for a small can or a container. That's it right there. That's what you want. And right here. So, yeah. Y'all hit the like button, and if you're new to the channel and you're just watching me coming in, hit the subscription button. Hit the subscription button. It's a fun channel. And if you guys want to support the channel with super sticker, super chat, or goals, help yourself. I know I hadn't said anything, but please feel free to support this channel. I see the goals coming in. Thank you guys. I don't have the ability to put them back up anymore, but I can see that you guys were sending some things, and thank y'all. Don't do me so I like fried clams. Me too. Hot sauce and butter is the best together with steamed oysters, most definitely. And crabs. So let me see what's going on. So this is the meat that you want. This is what you're pulling for right here. Out of the crab. It is so good. Especially when you got it seasoned to perfection. And you got the salt. You got the pepper, the butter, and the garlic all together. That's what you want. So, yeah, this is pretty good, y'all. Like I said, I got the oysters in the refrigerator. I don't know why my chat's not moving. It's frozen. So, hold up, guys. My page is frozen. Hold for a minute. Oh, thank you for the hot chocolate. Thank you, whoever sent that. I can't get my page to... Oh, there it is. Mother Dora, thank you for the hot cocoa. Thank you. So, again, imagine going to the store, the restaurant, and ordering 6 select. Thank you, Sharon Bailey. So, here we go. Again, opening the clusters. If you ever get an opportunity to get clusters, man, you're going to really enjoy them, okay? You come to Charleston, ask for clusters. In January, you can go to like the plantations. They're always having oyster roast here. Everybody's having oyster roast this time of year. That's big in the winter. In the fall, it's oyster roast. My dad used to host one. Look at that. Thank you, Adrian Jones. Thank you. So, yeah. And here's another cluster. Y'all look at that. How many oysters you think I'm going to get out of this? You see that? Here we go. 1. Let's count them. 1. This is 1 cluster. Okay. 2. Got to dip that one. Look here. That's 2. 3. Okay, we're going to have to go in here. Oh, gotta go grab my thing. Okay, we're going to have to go back in here because I know there's one in here. Okay, watch this, guys. Look at that. Okay, I know there's one in here. I know there's one hiding in here. See, there's one hiding in here. I want you guys to see that. Y'all see that? It's hiding. And look how big it is. It was hiding in the back. Okay. See how, look at that. Thank you, Mother Dora. I only eat fried oysters, says Sharon Bailey. So yeah, y'all seen that? It was hiding, and so you gotta look, because with the clusters, they're all over the place. And you don't want to lose any of your oysters. Okay? Here we go again. Look at that. Thank you, Mother Dora. So, hey, Justice in chat. I just got on these, are these steam? Yeah, they're steam. They're all steam. So, and I steamed them so good. Look at that, y'all. This is perfect. Perfect. That is so perfect, y'all. Y'all see that? Perfect. Take my little oyster knife. Look at that. I'm going to dip that. Y'all look at that. Y'all see that? Man, this would have cost me right here over $100. Over $100 sitting in a restaurant right now. This much oysters would cost me over $100+ by itself. This much oysters by itself would have cost me well into the couple $100, y'all. My dad used to sell oysters. Okay, Sharon. So, and then I'm back at my crab again, guys. Got my little crab over here. I called my brother, but he had to go to work today. I did call. I told him to come on over and bring that bottle of Grey Goose when he comes. He laughed. The quickest way to kick off my channel is to interrupt my flow. I don't know why you want to interrupt my flow. Why you feel the need to come interrupt my flow? Huh? Why do you feel the need that you have to come and say something? Why can't you just be quiet and just say hello, how are you? Huh? Why you gotta feel the need to be banned for life? Huh? You want so much attention, and you know I'll ban you. No, you probably don't know how fast I will ban you. Okay? My dad used to sell oysters. Do you eat mussels? Yes. Mussels are one of my favorite as well. Mussels are one of my favorites as well. But yeah, guys. I'm eating the crab right now. Pulling through. And yeah, it's good. Y'all hit that like button. We use hot sauce and vinegar. I didn't use any vinegar. Let me grab. I didn't use any vinegar at all. I didn't use any vinegar at all. So I'm cleaning this stuff up. So I got some more lump crab meat right here. So I'm going to pull that out the shell. Then he told me, no, he didn't tell me, but Trey, he said, when you eating the crab, Okay, let me show you what he did. Okay, let me show you what else he said from the DMV. Okay, he said when y'all open the crab, now I'm gonna open the crab my way. Okay, he said when y'all open the crab, y'all take the leg of the crab to get to the meat. Y'all take the leg to get to the meat. Now I'm like, ain't no way in hell. He said y'all use the legs. This is what I do. I split them open, you know, country girl way. I move all that stuff out of the way. And this is what, hey Brenda, I come up with. Hey, good times. You see that? Nasty hands. But y'all see that? This is what you do all that work for. Okay. Now he said you take the crab leg, Brenda. Trey, use the crab leg to get the meat. That's what Peak said. He said y'all use the crab leg to pull the meat out. I'm like, damn. Y'all make it hard up there in Boston. Y'all make it real hard. Y'all using the crab leg to eat the crab with? What? That is so good, y'all. Oh my God, that is so good. What? I gotta go get my knife. Let me grab my oysters again. So, we got another cluster. Here's a big cluster right here. Ooh, let me clean my hands. My hands look so bad. Let me grab some more paper towel. Let me take a swig. Cheers. All right. So, we got a cluster again. Oops. I got plastic bag on the floor, so I got a cluster again, right? This is a cluster of oysters. This is what they buy here. This is what we like down here. Where's Charlene at? Where's Seabrook and Just Geechee? They know what I'm talking about. What? We're going to get each one of these clusters. Let me see. We're going to go each one. Okay. One. There's another one. This one's a little dry now. Okay. Okay. Still in the cluster. Better be careful not to cut your hand. So I'm going to go this route first. I'm going to get to the easiest ones first. So we got that up out of there. We're going to dip it. We're going to eat that. Then we're going to go here. Thank you, Brenda. Appreciate that. Thank y'all so much. We're going to get that. Ooh, I want to cut my hand. Some people wear gloves. Some people wear gloves. Because sometimes it's a lot of work. Here's another one. Nice fat one. Okay. Now, you're going to open this one up. See what's in here. Okay. Oh, that's a juicy. That is so juicy. Look at that. I'm going to heart that for you, Brenda. Thank you so much. Look at that one. That right there. That's a juicy baby. That's going to pop in your mouth. Woo. Let's get that one. Let's get that. Mmm. That's good. All right, we're going to continue. While you guys out there doing single select for $1, I got a whole bunch of crap. I got a whole half a bushel of oysters, y'all. So yeah, I'm up in the game. All right, right here. Y'all see that? Don't look like there's nothing there, right? Let me show y'all something. Right there. There's an oyster in that. Y'all can't even see it. Oh, let me grab that shell. But it was an oyster in there. And it's right here on the table. Okay, there it is. There it is. It's right there hiding. I'm going to show y'all some other places where it's hiding. Okay. That was chewy right there. So that's a cluster. Y'all see how many places I went to get oysters? Okay. And they got another one right here. But there it is. And sometimes you can find them. Let's see. Let me do something. Like right here. I mean, that's a lot of work to go get this baby. But y'all see that baby right there? There's an oyster right in here. There's an oyster in there. And if you want all your oysters, you're going to go for all of them, right? That's going to be too much work. Let me see if I can get to them without cutting my hand. Let's see if I can get to that oyster. Okay? Let's see. I'm going in through the back. I don't want to cut my hand for this little piece of oyster right here. There it is. I got it. Look at that. Just that little piece. Hold up. Give me a second, guys. Got some shell. Okay. There we go. I'm back. I have lemon. You can use lemon. I use lemon when I cook them. Hold up. Gotta be careful with the shells, pulling out the shells. But I do use lemon. When I cooked my crabs, I poured lemon juice with the beer. So I do have a beer-based crab in here, and I poured beer in my crab, and I poured beer in my oyster. And so, yeah. So I'm going to finish up my crabs right here. Cleaning it up a little bit so I can get to that meat. Show y'all again what it looks like when you're cleaning the crab. This is what you want to get to. This is what everybody wants to get to when they get to that crab. This is the white lump meat right here. This is the prize. And that's what you want. So good. So good. I'm going to dip it in my hot sauce and butter. So, as I said in my short, this is so good. So yeah, y'all hit the like button. Y'all hit the subscription button if you're enjoying it. I appreciate it. Watching this little country girl eat crabs the right way. right? What's in this and oysters the right way, right? There ain't nothing fancy eating crab and oysters when I grew up. You in the restaurant today, you gotta put a bib on. Let me clean up a little bit. You gotta put a bib on. You gotta wear some gloves. I wish the hell I tried that, y'all. I tried going into the restaurant and putting them plastic gloves on. They don't work for me. Now, what you can use the crab cracker for is to get in these little claws here. Okay, so you can use it for that, right? You can use the crab cracker for that. Okay, and then you can get stuff like this out of here. Y'all see that? That's the claw meat. This is gold too. So, now, if you want to use the claw meat to get the claw out the claw, if you want to use the claw to get the shell, that's what you got to be careful of. Those little shells, right? So I do have some claw meat up in here. So I'm going to grab this again because I want everything. So I'm going to open this up. And of course, look at this. I'm going to wiggle it out. Hold up, guys. And there you go. That's that gold. What's up, B? What's going on? So that's how you really, when you want to get that claw meat, look at that. Look at that precious white meat right there, guys. Okay? That is not meat going into the claw. That is awesome. What's up, Fee? I'm ignoring you, Joseph, because you can see that I'm clearly eating crabs. If you don't know what the difference between crabs and oysters and crabs and chicken, I can't help you. And I ain't here to try to teach you the difference what crab look like and what a chicken look like. So right here, guys, I used the cracker. This is what you're looking for right here at the claw meat. If you were going to use this claw meat to make anything else with it, you could do that. Like I said, here, again, cracker. This is what I would use that for. Now, you know, also I can use these big ass teeth too. Don't get it twisted. If I didn't have that cracker, these teeth would go to work. And again, there it is right there. That nice piece of claw meat. Right there, right? How you get it out? You wiggle, and you bring the whole thing out. Look at that. You bring the whole meat out, dip it. So there's a little bit of technique, a little bit of wiggle, right? A little bit of wiggle. Okay. Bring that meat out. And then, yep. Now, last crab. Let's go back into what they say they do at the DMV. The DMV. This is what they say they do at, what is it? Not the DMV. What is it? MV? What do they call it, y'all? DC, Maryland, and Virginia. They say they take the, this is what Pete said. They take the crab cracker. This is what was demonstrated. And they split the crab, like this. This is what was demonstrated. And they do this. All right? That's what that boy said. That's what y'all do. All right? I ain't got time for all that. Um, and I don't use the cracker. Oh, okay. And here I would. I got. I gotta clean my hands up real quick, guys. Um. So well, let's say I bend the two claws with my hands and get the meat. I don't use the cracker. I like fried poster. What is that? Fried poster too. What is that? So what I'm gonna do right now is clean this up a little bit. Um, let's see. Sometimes it's good just to chew on this for a little bit of juice. That's it. But here, oh, man, see that? This is what you want to get to. Clean the lungs off of it. I like the eggs. I like to eat the eggs in it. Whatever that orange stuff is, and sometimes yellow. That's what I like. Here you go. Peace. I really don't eat crabs, but my kids love them. I do like the claw part though. Oh yeah, you know, there's a person that I know that will come and they'll only eat the claws. They won't eat the body of the crab, but the body of the crab is where you get the most of that white meat. So if you like crab, if you like crab cakes, that's where you're getting that real good meat from. So if you like crab cakes, they're going to get the crab meat from the body of the crab. This luscious white meat right here is what's going to make that crab cake so good. You need that to make a good crab cake. And most of the time, people don't get good crab cakes because the crab meat is so expensive that they use fillers. And for me, I've had better experience cooking my own crab cakes or going to a high-end restaurant where you're going to pay for it. If you go to some of these cheesy restaurants and they're using more fillers than crab, like more panko or more breading, you're not going to get a good crab. I've had more good experience doing it myself or going to a high-end restaurant and getting it. Because sometimes you may get a crab cake for $6-7. I guarantee you they ain't using they're not using a lot of lump meat. Okay? They're not using a lot of lump meat. They're using a lot of fillers, a lot of breading, and you're not getting the real experience of a good crab cake. Good crab cake is expensive, and y'all, it's so good. Oh, you eating Dunkin' crab? Don't eat them at all. No, Dungeness crab? No, I'm eating blue crabs, Pete. I'm eating blue crabs, not Dungeness. Dungeness is a little bit more sweeter than blue crabs. I don't eat Dungeness crab. I've eaten Dungeness crab, but I prefer blue crab. I prefer the blue crab more. So, yeah. I prefer the blue crab. Now, I am going to use my claw to get this little bit of claw meat up out of here. We did use that right. If you want to get all your claw meat, grab a claw, stick it up in there. Let's see what I got left. So I'm going to go through, clean up. Clean my shirt. Look, got to go back. Do they have eggs? Some, yeah, the female crabs do. Thank you for I'm here for 74. Thank you for the flower. See? Right there? Mm. That's the not called me. Mm. I seasoned that thing that really, when if you were to eat my crabs, you were like, see, the salt. Why do you feel the need to come and try to insult me, Raymond? Do I look like your brother to you? You could have kept moving. You didn't even have to stop by, right? You didn't even have to stop by. What possessed you to stop by and even talk to me? Huh? What possessed you to stop by and say anything? Huh? You just came out the basement and ain't had nothing better to do. Do I look like your brother to you? Do I know your mother or father? Huh, Raymond? Or you just like getting your feelings hurt because you ain't got nothing better to do than stop by and say some dumb shit? What's up, everybody? Do they have eggs and stuff inside? The female crabs do. Yeah, these are regular blue crabs. I look like your grandmother? I don't have any grandkids. Wrong person. Y'all just have to stop by and say something. Hey, Karen, I like the fried posters too. Hey, Seretinus, DMB is right. Hey, Seretinus, I didn't even know you came in. Lillian Frank, what's up? Peace in the house, Carol English. Tilo, don't do me. Brandy T said this shit look like a skeleton bones. Well, you don't know. It tastes good too. What kind of sauce are you using? Says Brenda. I'm using butter, hot sauce. What's the other one? What's the other hot sauce? I got butter. I got Texas Pete. I got what's that shit? The red one. I forgot what it's called. Lemon juice and Old Bay seasoning all mixed together. Okay. I tried the Dungeness cook already from a meat market one time when I was out of state. I got sick. Wow. Pieces head Seretinus. 74 cents on flowers. Thank you again. 74. So no, regular blue crab. Here again. Doing it the DMB style. This is what I got. Split the crab in half. No, we're not doing that. No more. Okay? But I am going to do this. That eggy taste. That egg. That nice crab flavor is so good. So I can do this with it. So I'm going to do this first. I'm going to get the eggs and everything. And then I'm going to pull it the rest of the way through. Shonda Thoughts sent some floating heart. Thank you, Shonda. Thank you. So what I got here, is this here. I'm going to clean it up. Take those lungs out. They call it the dead man. You never want to eat that. You never want to eat that. They call it the dead man. I call it lungs. Clean that up a little bit. Pull that back off. Pop it in half one more time. Get access to that white meat, that lump meat. And here you go. Right? Be careful you don't get no shells in your throat because it is somewhere, if you don't pay attention, you can end up having shells down your throat and you want to be careful. But this is what you want right here. So good. Crab ain't a pretty thing to eat. Ain't no way you can sit and look pretty eating the crab. I don't care what nobody says. If you're trying to be cute eating crab, I don't know what to tell you. I ain't never seen nobody look cute eating crabs, trying to break open crabs. First of all, you gotta I had an ex that wanted me to sit there and open her crabs up for her, do her crab legs and stuff. Man, I'm like, shit, I'm gonna spend more time trying to feed you crab and to get me crabs. We got a problem, Houston. Uh, Hold up, guys. My phone trying to die. Let me put my charger in. My phone is trying to die here. So let me put a charger in real quick. There we go. So I'm good now. I'm never eating another one again, all state or not. I stick to snow and blue. There you go. Just enjoying herself. She's in her element. Yes, I am. And see, I want this right here. I want this little bit of eggs right here. And I got everything. I got just a little bit of crabs left right here. Well, that's right. My shirt. A little bit right here left. So, yeah, guys, this is. Y'all hit the like button, hit the subscription button if you're enjoying it. Don't ever think for some of these trolls coming in here that I need your subscription for you to insult me or try to insult my guests or me. You could do better, just keep it moving. Because I don't take insults for subscriptions. Not at all. We ain't doing that. So if you think you want to come in here and want to try to insult me, that ain't happening, Captain. So we're going to do the last of the oyster. So I still got a little bit of oyster left. There's a little small cluster right here. So I'm about to bring the big one out, get the little teeny ones. I'm going to tell you, if you had to survive and you found a cluster of oysters, you'll do good survive with one of these. So we're going to go through one more time. This is my last cluster that I've cooked. I got a whole, so there's the first one. All right, the first one coming off the cluster. Okay. Okay. Here's another one. That's a baby one. Here's another one coming off the cluster. There we go, right here. There we go. Kind of stirred up in there. Yep. Another one coming off the cluster. And here we go. Okay. Let me get my, where's my, yeah, here it is. Any oyster eaters in here? Any oyster eaters, like Steve oyster eaters? Give me a 1 in the chat. If you have ever had clustered oysters, if you ever had a clustered oyster, put a 1 in the chat. Let me see how many people in here have had cluster. And Nick says, where can you put them in clusters at? I got them in my refrigerator right now. So, got a cluster, another one. So put a 1 in the chat if you've ever had oysters in a cluster like this before. Nobody? Wow. I know that's just not in the South here now. Come on. You guys only eat single select. You guys only eat singles and select oysters? All right, so we're going to look for the hidden spots. We're going to look for the hidden areas now. Y'all think all the oysters are gone, right? Y'all think all the oysters are gone. I'm going to show y'all where some of the oysters are hiding. Y'all see right here? Look at that. Y'all see? I know where there's a big oyster at in here. Y'all look at this. Look at this. There's an oyster right in here. And under all this is another oyster. Hold up. So you don't see it. But because I know oysters, I know there was another one in there. You see? Look at that. And she's a fatty. She's a fatty. So she was hidden. It's so good. So salty. I'm 74 said I don't eat oysters. Thank you, Black Coffee, for the $2. These are clusters. They look scary. They look intimidating. Look at that. I bet you I can find some more oysters in that. Let's see. If I can find some more oysters. Let's see. I'm going to see if I can find any more. There's a baby one right here. There's a baby one. Yeah. So, let me see. Yep, there's another one. I found another one. See what, y'all starving? And we were on the beach together. And we were all fall off a boat. We were on a boat. And the boat capsized. And it was all of you guys and me. And y'all being cute talking about we don't eat oysters or crab. More for me. I'm gonna say, excuse me, y'all pulling the oysters out of my crab out of my mouth. But y'all ain't gotta eat them. Because while y'all sitting there turning into skins and bones, I'm gonna be up there with my little knife. Or whatever I can find to open them damn oysters with. I'm gonna be up there looking at y'all like, shit, me, I ain't gonna die. I ain't gonna die. No, sir. Y'all sit up there and be cute. I'm gonna survive because I know how to eat oysters and crabs and shrimp and mussels. I'm gonna eat from the sea. I'm gonna survive. I am going to survive I'm gonna survive. And I'm gonna eat all kind of fish, all kind of mussels, all kind of oysters, all kind of seafood that's in the ocean that comes up, clams. We gonna survive. Y'all gonna starve. Because y'all being cute. I'll grab the crab, says Willett Lee. I'm eating everything. I'm eating everything. I don't care what come by. I'm going to knock me a seagull out the sky. If a seagull, I'm eating the birds. I don't care what. If a bird come close enough, I'm going to knock the bird out. We're going to eat the bird. So, anything that eating the seafood, we're going to eat the seafood we catch. I'm going to survive. I'm going to eat everything. Anything eating the seafood, we eating it. Yep. Y'all know, I've watched some of these survival shows, and y'all know they'll pick the berries out of bear poop. Because bear process, when they poop, they call it scatter. Right? And I've seen people who survive pick the berries out of scatter. Because animals don't process like we do. There's sometimes this shit come out. So, yeah, you're going to eat everything. Hell, y'all might get eaten. Shit. Y'all play around. Y'all might get eaten. So, yeah. Y'all play around. So, so y'all being proper. You ain't gonna have no damn garlic butter and white wine on no dang on survival situation. Okay? Okay, and we talking on survival. There ain't gonna be no bottle of white wine. There ain't gonna be no garlic butter. Okay? You're gonna learn the salt, if you're in the right place, is gonna come from the briminess of the oysters. And yeah. Yeah, we eating the bird too. Anything Anything that comes within a split second of me, I'm eating there. They pick the coffee beans from poop in Costa Rica. It's expensive. They say fermented coffee. Yeah, they use the poop from the scatter from the bear to get the berries. Hmm. There was a guy on Survivor. No, on Naked and Afraid. Before he came, he sat there and he ate tomatoes. He ate a lot of tomatoes before he came. And you know what he did? He knew how long he had to eat the tomatoes. And when he got to the island, naked and afraid, he pooped out the tomato seeds. Y'all know what he did? He planted those tomato seeds and got tomatoes. He did. He ate enough tomatoes and he ate the seeds of the tomatoes. So when he got to where he was going for naked and afraid, when he pooped, he took the seeds from the tomatoes and replanted them and had tomato plants. No thanks, I'll pass. Man, hey Shay, you know what? You don't know what people do in survival situations, man. I've seen people eat rats and watching these survival shows, lizards, snakes. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not eating no damn poops from no damn tomato from nobody ass now. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Not no human butt. That ain't happening. We're not doing uh, tomato plants from somebody's butt who ate them and then going to process them later. Uh, hey, Sherry Lewis. So, guys, this was awesome. I got crabs left. I got I got so much oysters in there. I'm gonna have oysters for hopefully my brother. He had to go to work today. Hopefully he'll come by tomorrow. I've eaten my share, so now I can share out my oysters. So he's off tomorrow, so hopefully he'll come by and I'll prepare some oysters for us tomorrow. Uh, yeah, he can use the butter knife. I got the share. Um, but if you ever consider getting oysters and you're in the I know it looks like a lot of work, but you get more for your money. Like I said, uh, going to grab a bag, you might like the single select, pretty expensive, but give the clusters a try. Give the clusters a try. More for your money. Like I said, all of this cost me like $55, and I got food for a long time. I done prepared the crabs. I can freeze the crabs. I probably ate three, maybe three or four. So I may got what seven, three or four. So I think I ate four crabs. So I got eight left. I got a hell of a lot of oysters left. Those oysters. So for 55, $56, I probably saved over $100+ going into a restaurant because anytime you go into a restaurant and you order some steamed crabs, they want like $13 for six of them. Nah, nah. So, um, has anybody ever have steamed their own crabs? I mean, have anybody here ever steamed their own oysters or crabs? Are you? I don't have it. I know somebody have had to steam their own oysters or crab. All y'all can't be that bougie up in here. Come on now, y'all haven't steamed y'all own oysters and crabs before. Hold up, guys. Okay, I'm back, guys. Hey, Don Hood, how are you? Crab, yes. Yeah, so um, I am so good on this right now. I had my filling. I got my little bit of bourbon that I'm finishing up to go with it. I didn't open the can of beer. I thought I would open the can of beer, but no, that's not happening. I'm gonna finish this up, then I'm gonna jump in the shower and call it. Might call it a night. I might come back or not. Got to get all this out to the trash, and yeah, my daughters do. Okay, so they steam their own crabs and they steam their own oysters. Yes. Don here said, yes, I steam mine in beer. That's what I did, Don. I bought a can of Bud Light and I poured some in my crabs and I poured some in my oysters. Delicious. Delicious. Shrimp and fish. Yeah, I got some shrimp. I got some fish in there. So it's going to be a seafood type of week. But snow crab, I don't do blue crab. So yeah, the snow crab people, snow crab legs. Yeah, I can do snow crab legs too. But that blue crab, once you get inside that body of the blue crab, y'all, it's a whole different type of taste. You got to get into the body of the blue crab. You got to. You got to open up a blue crab one day and learn to eat the goodness from the blue crab. I promise you enjoy it. And when you get them eggs, those eggs in the crab, oh my God, it's so good. Yep. Shrimp and fish. Yep. Yep. Budweiser is my favorite, says Don Hood. Y'all hold for a second. All right, guys, I'm back. That was my daughter calling up the ATM. I use Corona and Old English beer, says Willette. Justice, do you waste so much with the blue crab? No, you don't. You don't waste a lot with the blue crab because if you know how to eat blue crabs, like how I sat here, I made sure I got everything I wanted out of my blue crabs. Just have to be careful with the shells. But you're not. If you know how to eat the blue crabs, how to clean off the lungs and what they call a dead man and pull back everything, you're not. You just can't be happy holidays to her. Thank you. You just can't be cute with it. The only reason people won't get all the meat out of the blue crab because they're trying to be cute. Blue crabs, you can't be cute with. Oysters, I don't think you can be cute with. Ain't no way in hell you're going to sit there with an oyster in your hand. And some people do put the gloves on and be cute. Ain't no cuteness in trying to eat blue crabs. You can be cute eating crab legs. That's about the cutest you can be. Stick to crab legs if you want to be cute. Don't go to blue crabs if you don't, because if you want to be cute, don't eat no blue crabs. Blue crabs are not for cute eating people. If you don't want to go to an oyster roast and grab some gloves. Sit down, let them feed you the oysters from the restaurant on them little half shells and shit that they. Let me tell y'all something about the oyster roast. Oysters y'all do know they're not. Now, if you see them shucking the oysters in front of you, that's cool. They're shucking the oysters in front of you and feeding you oysters, that's cool. But if they bring you oysters on a shell, do not think somebody just sat back there and opened them damn oysters. No, they didn't. They buy them shells and they lay the oysters on that shit, and that's how you get your oyster Rockefeller, right? Now, if you watching somebody shucking in front of you and putting it on your plate, that's true. Yeah, that's how you getting that, right? But if you come out there with a pretty plate with 6 oyster shells or 12 in a circle with a little oyster and a little cheese and a little this and that, they just bought them oysters, lay your oysters on it. Your oysters came out of a jar, okay? Your oysters came out of a jar or a plastic container. They took the shells that they bought, lay your oysters on it, and bake your stuff. Okay? So sit your cute ass down, eat your crab legs and be cute. Okay? So y'all be cute eating crab legs. Okay? Ain't no other way around it. You gonna be a mess messing with blue crabs and oysters. Okay? Yeah, well, yeah, Dom, when you paying all that money at that with that seafood tower, okay, with all them beautiful oysters, they just ain't shuck that. No, buddy. They got oysters in a bucket back there. They ordered in a bucket, laid across your oyster shell, and bake that. The true experience is to go to the seafood market, get you some single selects or get you some clusters. This is true oyster experience. Okay? Okay? This is true oyster experience. This is when you go to an oyster roast or crab crack. Don't go to no oyster roast or no crab crack trying to be cute. It ain't gonna work out for you. You're gonna waste your money. What kind of sauce do you make with your blue crab? I made a um, butter, lemon, Old Bay seasoning, hot sauce, I think it's Tony's hot sauce, Texas Pete hot sauce, 2 hot sauce, butter, lemon, and Old Bay seasoning. And mix that up, put it in the microwave, mix it up, and as it sits, that butter that butter get a little thick. And look here, I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator for tomorrow. Okay? All those flavors. Yeah, look at that. Okay? Perfect. 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 Right here. Butter, 2 types of hot sauce, Texas Pete and Tony's, Old Bay seasoning, and lemon juice. Try that. And then come back and thank me. When you make that, you come back and you thank me, okay? Give you the recipe one more time. Butter, Texas Pete, Tony's hot sauce, the one that says oh shit, Old Bay seasoning. Okay? Lemon juice. And then come back and tell me what happened. Okay? Pour beer. When you're doing your crabs or your oyster, do not set your oysters in water. 2 ways you can do your oysters. You can do it in the oven. You can steam them in the oven. A little bit of water in the pan. Some people will take a wet towel and throw it over the oysters. You can do that in the microwave if you want to do it real quick, or you can do soak a towel or something and put it over the oysters and steam it like that. Or I have a steamer, what is actually like a tamale maker, right? And I put just enough water. The water doesn't come up over the oysters at all. And just below the steamer, don't come up over the oysters. Put the oyster, bring it to a boil. Put the oysters on top, and let those oysters pop open. Excuse me. Your oysters are not going to shrink. Y'all saw what I had. Most people do not know how to cook oysters. They will cook the hell out of them till you get the little teeny pieces of oysters when your oysters should be that long and plump. Y'all saw I had some very plump oysters, and as they sat there, they dried out a little bit. But if I had went to eating, all of my oysters would have been popping in my mouth. And that's what you want. You want your oysters to be not soft, but plump, pleasant. When you put it in your mouth, you can either get a little chew to it, but it's gonna be more of a swallow. Um, you're gonna get a little bit of chew. You're gonna get that nice briny, salty taste. That's a good oyster. Now, select oysters out of the Midwest, out of other places, they don't have that salt brine. They don't have that briny taste to it, like you get probably in the Gulf or out here in South Carolina. You want that brine, and that's what I didn't find in the Midwest. I could eat oysters in the Midwest, but you have to season the hell out of the pot in order to get that brine up. That's when you buy those fresh select oysters out of every place else but the coast up here. There are a lot of people that may get oysters, and they'll go. I know a guy that would buy oysters, and he would go sit them in the damn marsh. He would go sit them in the marsh so the brine, so he can get that briny taste in them. If he bought oysters and from somewhere, he'll go sit them oysters in the damn marsh in the water, so they can bring up that briny taste to it. It's only for my seafood. Okay. Well, this is I have a steamer as well. Hey, Linda Sample. So yeah, try that sauce I made. Y'all gonna love it. I promise you. You're gonna dip everything. You're gonna dip your seafood. Make that dip. Sit on that table, and everybody's gonna be dipping their damn their little claw, cute little crab claws in your dip. Okay. Um, I do have a recipe for crab dip on my live somewhere. I have a recipe for the best cold crab dip. You make this crab dip for your holiday parties, you're going to thank me. I don't know how to tell you to go find it. I haven't made it in over a couple of years, but I got a crab dip, cold crab dip, blue crab dip on my live somewhere. I made it. I also got a crab cake from scratch on my live somewhere. You want to use lump crab meat. I'm promising you it's going to be a hit. Okay? I'm not selling. I'm just going to give y'all the recipe for it. Give y'all the recipe for it and make it. Season it to your taste. I give you the base, and then you make it from your taste. Texas Pete hot sauce, Tony's hot sauce, butter, lemon juice, okay, Old Bay seasoning. Put it in the microwave, let it stir it up, let it sit. And after it sits for a while, you're going to get this luscious dip for your crab or your oysters. Okay, hey Bonnie Mitchell. And like I said, you gotta season it to your taste. You can add a little bit, like I say, based off everything. Like I said, you gotta want to put the beer. So a lot of people don't like to use beer, but put a little bit of beer in your seafood in your boil. My mom would always put a beer in her boil when she's doing the seafood boil with the shrimp, the oysters, the shrimp, the corn, and the sausage, which is low country boil, because low country boil doesn't have everything in it. A true low country boil just comes with the sausage, the corn, and the shrimp, right? That is a true low country boil. All right? Everything else comes from different places, but the original low country boil, if you look it up, it's only shrimp, sausage, and corn, and potatoes. That other stuff, we started putting crab legs and eggs and everything in it. Nah. True low country boil. Bay leaf, you gotta have a bay leaf in your boil. Okay? Bay leaf, this is what my mom did. Bay leaf and beer. Right? Seasoned to the garlic and everything else, seasoned to the heavens. That's how you make your true low country boil. I was trying to get out the easy way. Yeah. Ain't no easy way. And let me tell you something. If somebody makes a seafood boil and you can't smell it, run. If anybody ever says, I'm making a seafood boil and you can't smell Old Bay seasoning, peppers, onions, if you can't smell that seafood boil that somebody is preparing at home, you in for a rude awakening. Okay? You in for, you're going to be disappointed. Okay? You got to smell it. If you go anywhere, two things I'm always saying. You got jerk chicken, I can't smell it. We ain't got no jerk chicken. I don't know what you got. But if I go into a restaurant that says they got jerk chicken and I can't smell it before I hit that door, or maybe if I can't smell that grill, we ain't got no jerk chicken. I'm telling you that. We ain't got no seafood boil. We ain't got no jerk chicken. And if you go to a barbecue restaurant and you can't smell barbecue ribs, you ain't got no real barbecue. They got that sucker in the oven. That's a tip. Smell your food. You know where you at. Certain things you want to smell before you when you go into the restaurant. Seafood boil, barbecue, jerk. Those are my tips. Okay, because I never went to a place. This restaurant the other day was trying to do a seafood boil, and they wanted $35 for all you can eat. I don't know if y'all remember. I went to the restaurant. I was excited. Oh my God, they got a seafood boil, $35 all you can eat. So I'm sitting there. I ordered some wings and waiting. I still haven't given my $35 over yet. So I'm waiting. It's evening time. Gotta have onion. Gotta have an onion in that seafood boil. Forget, you gotta have that onion as well. Onion makes a seafood boil as well. Garlic and onion, gotta have it, right? Bay leaf, gotta remember the bay leaf. So I'm sitting there and I'm looking. And so I'm like, $35, that's not bad. But this is their first seafood boil. They've never done one before. I'm looking. I went outside. I can't smell nothing. I can't smell nothing that's giving me seafood boil, nothing. So I'm sitting there and I'm looking. Man, they brought that food out to the table and they put it on top. I saw all that food, nothing, no seasoning. You can't see no seasoning. You can't smell it. You can look at it. Everything is just, I wouldn't say white, but just nothing. You can't see no pepper. You can't see no salt. You can't see no Old Bay seasoning. You can't see anything. All you see is corn, potatoes, sausage, crab legs. And I'm like, I don't give a damn. All the crab legs, all the shrimp, that sucker look bare. I'm like, negative. Not today. You're not getting my money. I don't care how much. That wasn't worth it. I don't care. Sometimes just because somebody giving you something for all you can eat, it ain't worth it. I'm like, not today. You're not getting my $35. Not for no bare white food with no seasoning on it. I mean, everything was just clear white. The potatoes, everything was like nothing red, nothing black, nothing orange. This pure white. I'm like, nah, buddy. Welcome in if you new to the channel. Welcome in. Toast to you. Join. Hit the like button. Subscribe. All that good stuff. You just watch Justice React do a seafood extravaganza. Crabs and oysters eaten the right way. We ain't eating cute over here. All right, y'all ain't see no bib. Y'all ain't see no glove. All y'all see a. Okay, I'm country girl. We ain't doing all that cuteness stuff. People in the restaurant, I'm like, y'all know. Half of y'all grew up here in Charleston. What the hell y'all know about some gloves? Why you got gloves on your hand in this restaurant? I don't know. No. Why y'all got gloves on? Dude, no. That's just man, they might as well take their bibs. Man, they I said when I go to these seafood boils, man, I'm like, y'all, wait, don't waste your time handing me a glove. We ain't doing that. We're not even doing that. My hand gonna be nice and messy with shrimp and seafood boil all over it. We ain't being cute. No, I don't need no bib. I don't need no gloves. All y'all grew up around here in this area. Ain't been no gloves here no damn 15, 20 years ago. Ain't no. No. Be cute. Y'all want to eat cute. Who in the hell can eat cute with a glove on? Eating plastic. No. Trying to be cute with a glove and a bib. Y'all better sit y'all country ass down and let's go home and eat. The steamer has a double one, the veggie seasoning, the liquid, the beer all in the liquid, not the seafood. Okay, the steamer I have is a double one. The veggie seasoning, the liquid, the beer all in the liquid, not the seafood. I put when I do my seafood boil, everything goes in the steamer, right? I cook my seafood boil a little different than I do my oysters. My oysters don't go in the water, right? It steams from there. But if I do a seafood boil, we're going to have just enough water, not to dilute everything, but just enough to cover, make everything get together, pour that beer. Yeah, I'm gonna put, everything goes in. Okay, my girl. But just I can't stand for food to get it on my. But just I can't stand for food to get on my hand. You be one of them people out there in the island just gonna die. Just bye. And you just sit over there because you going first. You can't stand for food to touch your hand. You sit over there in that corner, right? And you watch us eat. You don't want no food to touch your hand. You sure give me your share. That's what you're gonna do to you. Give me your share. Give me your cornbread. You don't want that cornbread to touch your hand. Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna write you off. Bye. I'm just kidding. I mean, so so all the sauce want get on your hand. I'm gonna be sauced down. Y'all, listen. I tried that thing before. I tried the gloves. That don't work for me. I do not have time to be dealing with plastic on my hand. My hand is going to be covered with sauce. You don't like it? I'm sorry. I'm gonna be saucy down. I'll take a little napkin. I'll wipe my hand. Now I ain't gonna be all that bad. But we ain't eating with no gloves. No, we just gonna have to write Linda off, y'all. I can't help it. Well, you just sit in that corner. You ain't gotta help. Hey, y'all. She don't use her hands, y'all. I don't know what to give you. Give you a coconut, some coconut water, or some shit like that. You can hold a coconut, but we'll eat your share. Don't worry. You be cute over in that corner as you wither away. Okay, you sit in that corner, wither away as we eat. I'm gonna look this way. She don't eat with her hands, y'all. Throw her a damn coconut. Okay? 'Cause we good over here. Don't worry, more for me. Mm-hmm. You can travel with us anytime, because I know you ain't eating. She don't want to touch nothing with her hands. She ain't eating. We good. Okay? So you be good. Sit over there. Wither away. Yep. She can. She hit me. I'll be covered, smothered up in sauce. Shoot. Ain't got time to be cute. You surviving, girl. Try to be cute and survive. Be taking the damn fish bone to clean your damn teeth out. Anybody will use gloves if I just got my nails done. Well, y'all know for a fact, ain't no nails got done over here, man. But I can understand y'all don't want with nails just done perfectly done. Of course, you don't want no nail polish with your food, so I can understand if you just got your nails done, and if you just want to put them in the plastic, I can understand that. Yeah, you don't want your nail polish on your food, so yeah. But I'm just not, I'm not doing it. I've been eating seafood all my life, and ain't nobody had no plastic. We ain't had no plastic gloves. We ain't had no bibs. None of that. Mm-mm. 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 That's just another way to charge. I've charged you in the damn business. Can y'all take those gloves and off my bill, please? I didn't use the glove nor the bib. Can you? How much y'all gonna take off my bill? Huh? So yeah, y'all. Okay, I'm pissed off. Pissed off. I bought this Goose Creek candle. This is the Goose Creek candle. I told y'all when I bought this candle that I can smell the package. Let's change the subject for a moment. I'm gonna give Goose Creek candle a motherfucking one. Do not waste your money. Let me show y'all something. Look at the flame on here. Look at the flame on this candle. Let me see if y'all can see it. Look at how high the flame is on this candle. Let me see. I want y'all to see this shit here. Okay? I want y'all to see this. Don't waste your money like I did. Okay, hold up. This is Goose Creek candle. Y'all see how easy that, look at that wax look. Look how high the flames are about burning. Okay? Don't waste your money on that. Okay. So, what I just show y'all, yeah, I'm trying to show cleavage. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Damn. Anyway, um, y'all can hear me now, right? So, don't waste your money on this shit here. If you ever see anything called Goose Creek candles, y'all, this is fucking pure wax. I need to send this shit back, get my money back. Look how high the flames burn. Look at that. It'll burn your damn house down, y'all. Look at that shit. Look at this. You about to burn your house down with this shit. You leave this shit burning, I'm turning that off. That is a mess. I bought 3 candles. 3 freaking candles, y'all. Not a smell. They sprayed the package. I told y'all there was something wrong when I can smell the fucking box before I open it. I knew right then and there. I'm like, if I can smell this box, that means they sprayed the damn box. Because one of the things I do know, that Bath and Body Works do not spray their box. You don't smell anything. Okay, normally if you go into like a place like certain places and you can smell the fragrance, sometimes they're spraying the package. Okay, I didn't get the candles that I wanted, y'all. They were out of all the candles that I wanted. Everything that I wanted from whiskey, they didn't have the whiskey and coffee. They were out of all the candles that I like. They were out of. I did get the body spray. I didn't get any candles. They were out of the whiskey and coffee. Um, because I like a certain type of smell. None of that. No bourbon. None of that. So I didn't get my candles, but I am going to get them once the sale is over. That's will have to be because I'm pretty sure they're going to bring those candles out when the sale is over. They're not going to let those particular candles go for $9. So I didn't get them. But this here, this is a waste of my money. Look at y'all. Look, I want y'all to see something. I want y'all to see something. This is some bullshit. This is some bullshit. Look at this. Look at that. That look. I told y'all the um the way the candle fell away from the jar. I knew something was wrong. No odor, no smell, nothing. Okay, nothing. I ordered these from online. I did go online to try to order my candles, and like I said, from Bath and Body Works, they didn't have any in, and they didn't have any in the store. Citadel Mall, I would have went and picked it up, and they didn't have any online or available. This was just showered. Nothing, y'all. Nothing. Nothing. The flame is too high, it's too liquid, and when I saw it, I saw the way the candle fall away, how the candle fell away from the jar. I like something is completely wrong. But I knew when I smelled the damn candle through the box, I'm like, I got a bunch of bullshit here. I knew when I can smell the candle wax through what I shouldn't have smelled anything. I have never ordered from Bath and Body Works and I can smell anything. You get your little plaid box of Bath and Body Works. You don't smell anything. You don't smell anything until you pick up that candle, you put it to your nose, or you light it. This candle ain't got no smell at all. Nothing. Nothing. Nothing at all. I can smell it when they sprayed the damn candle, y'all. That's why it's probably burning. So whatever oils or stuff they use to spray this candle with, that's why my candle is burning so high. Whatever they're using to spray it, my candle should never burn that. I've never had a candle burn that damn high. And look how hot, look. Goose Creek candle. Don't waste your money. Goose Creek candles, do not waste your money. Goose Creek candles. If you see that name come across on your browser, don't waste your money. There is nothing. I could be burning my Bath and Body Works right now, and man, shit. Man, let me show you. I'm out of it. This is what the brands I like leather and brandy, bourbon, coffee and whiskey. Okay, I've used all of this, and oh my God, it smells so good. Oh, that bullshit. Now that's Bath and Body Works. This is Bath and Body Works. Yes, they spray the package. When you in the store, they're spraying the package. That's why I said when I could smell the box, when I got it out of the box, when I got it, picked it up at the package place, and I say, damn it, I can smell it. I knew they had sprayed the damn package. I'm going to buy a candle kit. I've been thinking about it for a while now. Okay, well, at least Bath and Body can sometimes get so strong I have to put it out after. Yes, but they're going to Bath and Body Works. You're going to know you got Bath and Body Works because it's going to take over the room. Whatever you have, you're going to. Oh my God, your room is going to be just in that smell. This shit here, I can smell the jar, but I can't smell anything else. I've been burning this candle since I've been on, y'all. I've been burning this candle, and the flames are high. It's all liquid. There's nothing. This is a waste of my money. I got 3 candles. Was on sale for $9 each. And I'm pretty sure this is called just showered. And shit, somebody didn't take a shower because this shit ain't got nothing on it. Nothing. Bath and Body Works, my whole house would have been covered. My whole apartment would have been covered. This here is bullshit. I'm disappointed. Um, I should have known. Look at this. This is the top. I should have known. Look at the top look. This is how the top came to me. I should have known when I saw the candle, open it up and saw the wax falling away from the jar like Bath and Body Works is solid. You'll come out cheaper and well worth it. Um, Bath and Body Works can sometimes get so strong. Yeah, you'll come out cheaper. I'm going to buy a candle kit. I've been thinking about. Are you going to make your own candles? I don't have time, but I don't. That's something some people can do. I'm just going to go ahead and get my Bath and Body Works candles, and I don't know. I have. This is a waste of my money. This is a waste of almost 30 something. No, 40 with shipping, $45. With shipping, 40 something dollars. This is a waste. Oh yeah, I probably will. I got 3 candles. I'm gonna call them back and tell them the candles are trash. I'm gonna send a review. These candles are trash. Give me my money back because it's trash. Look, nothing, 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 nothing. If I tell you nothing based on this right here, woo, trash, trash. You get what you pay for, right? I should have known. I don't know who told me about Goose Creek Candle. Somebody told me about Goose Creek Candle. I think it was my sister-in-law's sister that told me she buys her candles from Goose Creek Candle and she had a good experience. Girl, I don't know what you buying because this shit here is whack. Look, it's not even solid. Look. And look, have you ever seen, you're burning, excuse me, you're burning, have you ever seen Bath and Body Works look like this? Have you ever seen this? And you ever seen the wick? Come on, crazy. Yeah, I love mahogany teak. I like the I do have mahogany teak. My body sprays. They got something called mahogany teak intense. Yeah, the mahogany teak with intense. They ran out of that as well. They ran out of that. That's what I had in my basket. Because I thought, okay, I want the mahogany wood and teak. I wanted it was another smell that I wanted because that's the smells I want. I want that earthy smell, right? That down earthy. I don't want nothing foody. I don't want anything fruity, spooty, nothing. I just want like teak, mahogany teak, bourbon, brandy, leather. That's the smells I want. I love for those smells: leather, bourbony, brandy, coffee. Those are the type smells I like. Um, just showered. That was one they had. I thought I'd try that, and now I got something called barbershop, and man, and it's just um, yeah. But I'm pretty sure I'll get those for Christmas as well as Christmas gifts. My niece and my daughter will probably give me those as Christmas gifts. Everybody know I want my Bath and Body. I got enough body spray. I don't need any more body spray. I bought a whole bunch of body sprays um, the other day, so I don't need any more. I don't like food either. Pumpkin, apple pie, none. I don't want no floral. I don't want no. I don't want no apple pie, lemon tree. I don't want no peachy. banana, none of that. I don't want nothing floral. I used to like cherry blossom because my ex was a fan of cherry blossom. That's all I ever bought her was cherry blossom, and that was her favorite. My last ex, her favorite was cherry blossom. I think she had one more. I can't remember, but she was a made something. It was lavender, but I know cherry blossom was her favorite. When it comes to Bath and Body, Daisy's was the one. Daisy was her perfume from Daisy was her perfume from Macy's was Daisy, and the other one was Blue Edit, Dolce Gabbana, Blue Edit or Edit, Blue Edit, whatever, Dolce Gabbana, and Daisy. So, and that's something I can remember my ex's all her stuff that she likes. Yeah, she loved cherry blossom. That was her favorite. Anything, birthdays, Christmas, cherry blossom, cherry blossoms. That was her favorite. That brings me to I had my mind set on buying the cologne Creed. Why you didn't tell me to call? Tilo, Tilo, girl. Creed is about $400. $400. I went and got Tom Ford. But I'm going to get that Creed is that Creed is supposed to be righteous. That's an investment. That Creed is going to be an investment. Trust me, I'm gonna get my Creed. That's going to be that's something that you go. Okay, that Creed is an investment. Now you ain't gonna get your money back, but you gonna turn that Creed. What? That Creed is an investment. Lavender's made to calm and put you to sleep. Just as I had no freaking idea. You didn't have the idea Creed was 400? Sure is 400 plus. There's another one, another French one I can't, and that's about $500 or $600. My friend got one for her friend, and I gotta get the name for it. But Creed is going to be worth it. If you get that Creed, yeah, I got. That's what I got. I got the Tom Ford, and that's what my dad wanted for his, not for his birthday. That's what he wanted for Christmas. He wanted, if he had, man, he wanted Tom Ford. He loved my Tom Ford. Um, Vanilla, I think it's Vanilla Noir. No, Smoky. I forgot what it's called. But Tom Ford. But I got the Tom Ford before I got the Creed. That Creed is going to cost you about $400. And I'm talking, that's going to be an investment. Like, you thought about people buying a purse or something. You get that Creed, that's another one. I got Christian Dior, which is another good one. I got two Christian Dior. Both of them are pretty good. They both call Savion. I can't pronounce it, but they're good. Um, you got the Black Orchid Tom Ford. Okay. Nordstrom Rack is less expensive for Creed. Nordstrom, okay, but is it the true Creed? Because Creed, I've never seen, the Creed that I know is never less than $400. You know, then you got to remember, there's cologne, there's perfume, and there's different types of cologne, perfume, and one may be cheaper than the other. But Creed is at $400. Yeah, anything less, I don't know. Uh, but my Christian Dior, I walked into Macy's, right? This is why I know, and my dad loved that. He got that too. Well, he had that. You walk into Macy's, and I walked in, I'm like, and a good cologne will turn your head, but it will not ever be that, it will not fill your nostrils, right? I always tell people what I like about a good cologne is that it'll catch your attention, but it won't overtake your nostrils. It'll be like, who just passed me? Where did it go? Okay? That's that test. Where did Shit, who's that? You'll be looking for that person because you will not be good perfume, good cologne. You're going to be looking for that person. They're not going to overtake your nostrils. They're not going to burn your nostrils. You're going to be looking for who just passed you by. Where did you just walking? What the hell? Ready to go. Okay. Where did that person go? That's how I was with the Christian Dior. I went, what the hell? And I'm like, what was that? And somebody said, that's Christian Dior. And I was like, damn, I got to get that. I got to get that Christian Dior. Now, everybody got to remember, all colognes based on our body, based on us, may not smell the same that you smell on somebody else. But I've been doing pretty good with the Christian Dior. But this is just a good cologne is going to get a good perfume or a good cologne is going to get somebody's attention. You're gonna know it's good because you're gonna be looking for that person. You're gonna be like, who just walked by me? you're gonna be following it because you need to find out where that damn smell just passed by and it didn't stay. It just yes, it depends on your body chemistry as well. Because everything don't always smell the same you smell on somebody else. So it's definitely going to be depending on your body chemistry. I know that I know certain body sprays. I spray. What the hell? What you got on, right? And like I said, Tom Ford and Christian Dior has always been a hit with me. Yes, yes, Eve. So yeah, like for my ex, I know. You learn your partner's bodies, their body, right? And I knew every time is this. I know she loved Daisy, and it's just different. Yes, Eve. So yeah, but I love Tom Ford, and I love my Christian Dior. I have a whole bunch of other cologne. I can do Dolce Gabbana. Y'all see my cologne collection, and I'm like, but that Creed, I'm gonna get that Creed. That's just something I got when I'm willing to put that $400. I put up to 200 plus, but I never put 400 in cologne. I have never put 400 plus in a cologne. Yes, Beach Girl, I was typing what you just said. What did Beach Girl says? Yes, it depends on your body chemistry. I like Chanel, wore it for years. A lot of people like Chanel. You know what? Another one that was really good back in the day. Um, oh my God, what was it? Red Door. Red Door. Was it Red Door? This was it Red Door? Yeah, Red Door. It had like a cinnamon, a spice that you know. Anybody ever had Red Door? I believe it was called Red Door. And I knew somebody that wore it, and it had a cinnamon, a spice level to it. Perfume doesn't cover funk. Perfume doesn't cover funk. No. Nuh-uh. And I used to like that the person, I didn't mean it, when I smelled the Red Door, because they wore it a lot, it just was a pretty good cologne, yeah. No, perfume. It was pretty good perfume. Now, my mom had, what did my mom like? What did everybody, Elizabeth, what was Elizabeth's cologne, perfume? My mom loved that. What was Elizabeth, what was her, Orchard? What was Elizabeth, the actress? What was her perfume name? I swear my mom loved that perfume. No, not White Diamond. What was the perfume everybody mama probably had? What was the perfume you probably bought your mom out of Belts? Not white diamond. Not white diamond. What was the perfume? Damn. Damn, not enchanted. I gotta go look. My mom wanted this all the time. You get them out of Belks. Um, no, not Clinique, not Chanel. I gotta think about it, y'all. It is your mom. It's probably some of you probably bought it for your mom, and I know Elizabeth. I can't think what that damn perfume was. No, it wasn't Shanique. It wasn't Chanel. Enchanted wasn't the name. God dog it. I gotta go find it because I promise you I bought this for my mom all the time. It was one of her favorite. Think about something y'all probably bought your parents from Belks, if you know what Belks are, maybe from Nostrums. Think about something you probably bought your parents that they in their 50s like, and it wasn't not enchanted, not white diamond. Start with the E, not enchanted. Give me this cologne perfume that started with an E back in the day. A perfume that started with the E back in the day. So let's say the 80s and 90s. I swear that thing started with an E. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm gonna find out what it was, guys. But I know it was. Damn. I'm gonna have to go look it up. I'm gonna have to look it up, y'all. I'm gonna have to look it up. And then I'm gonna tell y'all what it was. It wasn't Chanel. It wasn't Clinique. It wasn't that. It was not Enchanted. It was not White Diamond. Damn. I can see the brown bottle right now. I know it was a brown bottle, like a light bottle, but the you can see that the perfume was like brown. Anthony, 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 no. 70s, 80s, sorry, 80s and 90s. I know it was 80s and 90s. Orchard, White Orchard, Orchard. I gotta go look, y'all. I've been on here hour and 43 minutes. I'm gonna go look for this thing, and I'm gonna put it up there. It started with an E, and it's not eternity, but I'm gonna find out what it is, and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna post it on the wall, and y'all tell me if you ever bought your mom this. No red door. Not red door. My friend had liked red. One of my friends had liked red door. And that was like a spicy, cinnamony smell. You know somebody had red door on. Red door was distinct. Somebody had red door on. I'm going to tell you they got red door on. Eternal. Eternal musk. Eternal. Why am I seeing the word eternal? Mother Dora, let me go look. Let me go look, and I'm going to post it on my community wall, and y'all tell me. I'm going to get up out of here, guys. Y'all have a good evening. Thank y'all so much for y'all support. Thank y'all for allowing me to share my seafood feast with you all. I'm going to finish off this drink. I'm going to jump in the shower, and then I'm going to try to find out what that perfume was back in the day. Because I see the word, I see an E, but I don't think it was Eternal Musk. Damn. I got to go find out what it was, guys. But I'm going to see you guys later. Thank y'all so much. This is Justice React, y'all. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. See y'all soon. Y'all have a good night.